Very good. So we've already seen the definite articles, Chris. You know that they're used to talk about something specific, okay? Remember, the definite articles for you is la, el, los, las. Okay, when you're talking about something specific. For us in English, the can be for singular or for plural form, okay? It's the same, it doesn't change. So for us, the, you have four options, okay, in Spanish. Okay? Very good. The main difference is that an is used for a vowel and a is for a consonant. You already know that. When you want to talk about something in general and in plural, remember we don't have an article, so the only thing you have to say is the noun in the plural form, okay? For example, he bought cars, okay, and trucks. Sometimes we can say some cars, some trucks, okay? Very good. Let's move on. Do you have any questions so far? No? So remember, the can be singular, so one thing. The can also be plural, many things. A and is only for singular, and in the plural form, we don't have anything, okay? Perfect. We also saw the nouns, okay, in English. This is like the general rule of how we can write the nouns in the plural form, okay, in English. We checked them already, so I'm just going to do like a quick review. So when the words end with consonants or vowels, okay, we can just add S. Some cases when the word ends with CH or SH, we have to use ES, okay, like lunches or taxes. Some words, when they end with S or Z, we have to double the consonant and then we add ES. So like bus becomes buses, fez, fezzes. There are some words that end with F or EF. We can add S, okay, in the plural form. Like roof becomes roofs. But there are some exceptions. For example, wife ends with FE. So in that case, we have to change the F to V, okay? So we get wife or wives, okay? It's here at the bottom. Remember, I'm just going quickly, okay? There are some words ending in Y, okay? So for example, city, we have to change the Y to I, and then we put ES. So city, cities, puppy, puppies, okay? We have some other words that end in Y, but we cannot change to I. It remains the same, okay? They remain the same. So Ray, raised, boys, boys. And the main reason is because there's a vowel, okay? Like here, letter A is before the Y. So we cannot change it when there's a vowel, okay, before the Y. Only when there's a consonant, like here we have T, we can change it. But if you have a vowel, it's not, you don't change it. There are some exceptions, obviously, like the word pay. But that's like a verb, so we can say paid. It's not a noun. Very good. Some words ending in O, we put ES. Potato, potatoes, okay? But we have some words ending in O that we cannot put ES, we have to only put S. Like photo becomes photos, okay? And we have words like cactus, so when you put it in the plural form, you have to say cacti, okay? Analysis, okay, we change the I to E and it becomes analysis, okay? So if you notice, like the same pronunciation, we just change the letter, okay? Are you following me? Si me sigues? Analysis, okay, very good. We have some other words like phenomenon, so they end in O-N. In the plural form, we have to change to A, so phenomena. And we have other words, okay, or nouns where they never change, okay? So the singular and the plural forms, okay, are the same. So sheep, sheep, series, series, species, species, there, okay? Doesn't change. So far, do you have any questions? It's good? Very good. And here we have some irregular words. So for example, child, in the plural form, it's children. Goose is geese, man is men, woman is women, tooth is teeth, foot, feet, mouse, mice, person, we can say persons or people. So for the course, we use people. Okay? Awesome. Do you have any questions so far? Okay, perfect. The numbers, well, we practice the numbers throughout the course, so I don't think you have any problem with this. But do you want to say the numbers? Do you want to count from 1 to 20? No, it's okay? Perfect. Okay, so you don't have any problem with that. Okay. We've also seen the subject pronouns, Alex, so you know that whenever you're going to use the verbs, okay, in English you need a pronoun before, okay? So for example, I can say the man. But if you don't want to say the man, you can say the man, el hombre, he, exactly. The woman, she, okay? The children, they, exactly. So you can say they. Very good. So that's it. So we have I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. And we also have you in the plural form, but since it doesn't change, we leave it like that, okay? Very good. Awesome. So far, any doubts? Yeah, all good? Okay, so the same thing, we're going to review the present simple tense quickly as well. So, for example, we already know the subject pronouns. Let's check the rules for the verbs. Remember that the verbs in the present tense in English, they don't change for I, you, we, and they. They only change for he, she, it, which we can also refer to as the third person. So for the verbs ending in consonants, we add s. For example, eats or visits. But for all the other pronouns, the verb is the same. Okay? Good. Ya quieres dormir. You want to sleep. Watch, for example, verbs ending in ch, the same. I, you, we, they doesn't change, but for he, she, it, we have to put es at the end. So watches, flashes. Okay? Very good. Then we have words ending in y. Remember, they function similar to the noun, so we change the y to I, and then we add ef only for third person. Okay? For the verbs ending in o, okay, it's the same thing. We just put es at the end, okay? We have an irregular verb, which is the verb to be, okay? This one functions different. So, I am, you are, he, she, it is, we are, and they are, okay? We're going to come back to this slide in a moment, but now we're going to move on to have, okay? So have is also kind of irregular in the present tense. So I have, you have, he or she has, we have, they have, okay? So remember, it's always has. Then for the negative, so far we've seen the affirmative. Do you have any questions? Affirmative is like positive, yes? Okay, now the negative form, we only have to include do not or does not. So for all the subjects, I, you, we, they, we're going to use do not plus the base form of the verb, okay? That means we're not going to change the verb. But for he, she, it, we have to use does not plus the verb, okay? And the same thing happens for all the verbs. It doesn't matter the endings, okay? We always have to use the auxiliary verb do or does not, okay? The same thing that happens, okay? So before we go to the questions, I'm going to go back to the verb to be. And the verb to be in the negative is the same thing. Once we have the conjugation in the affirmative forms, we're going to add not. So I am not happy. You are not happy, she is not happy, we are not happy, they are not happy. So if you notice, it's very simple. All we do is add not, okay? And for have, I don't have, so you need the don't here, okay? Or I do not have. You don't have, she doesn't have, we don't have, they don't have, okay? Very good. Now that we've seen the negative structure, do you have any questions? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Uh-huh. And for question, we're gonna see the question, yeah. But do, yes, it's for the negative and for the question form. If it's affirmative, you don't need it. Yes, that's correct. Okay, very good. So now for the question structure. Remember, in English, we have to start off with the auxiliary verb, in this case, do or does, plus the subject plus the verb. So let's say your verb is watch, okay, to watch. For all the subjects, so I, you, we, they, it's always going to be do, okay? But for he, she, it, we have to use does, she, watch, okay? The complement of the sentence, okay? So that's the structure of the questions. We always have to start off with the verb or the auxiliary verb. Even if the verb ends with a consonant, nothing changes because the auxiliary verb is the one that is going to change. So the main verb has to be in the base form all the time, okay? The same thing for verbs ending in O, etc. I'm gonna go back to the verb to be so we can also see. So in this case, since the verb to be is kind of independent, it doesn't need an auxiliary verb, we have to say, am I happy? Are you happy? Is she, he, it happy? Are we happy? Are they happy? So we start off with the conjugation of the verb, okay, to be, the subject, and then the complement, okay? And that would be it for the present simple tense, okay? The three structures that we have to learn: the affirmative, the negative, and the interrogative form, okay? And the last thing that I'm going to share with you are the interrogative pronouns, okay? So remember, where is for place, when you want to know the place, okay? And I also have the translation for you over here. So it's like when you say donde, in Spanish. When is for time, okay? So it's like cuando. Who or whom is for the person, so it's like quién or quiénes. How is like the way or the state, okay, of something, so you say cómo. What is to define something, so like in Spanish when you say qué, it's what. How many, how much. For us in English it's different, so how many is going to be for numbers, okay, things that you can count. How much is for amount, okay, things you cannot count. And for you, it's cuantos, cuantas, cuanta, cuanto, I think, okay? Why is reason, okay? So, por qué. And which is for choice, which can be cuál or cuáles, okay? So these are all the pronouns that you need to learn, okay, for the present simple tense in English. And I know that was a lot of information because it's review, but you've already seen all of this, so nothing is new for you. So do you have any questions? No, it's perfect. Okay, so we're going to move on with the speaking, and now it's your turn to speak. I'm tired.